December 16, 2021. A couple weeks ago I set up this 1-liter jar terrarium for half a dozen isopods. You can see them running around here. I have never kept isopods before, so there I have a lot of things to learn about them. One of the main concerns for me is to figure out what food isopods like to eat. Here I give them a slice of apple to try. Originally I put peat moss, wilted leaves, some live moss, challah wood and a rock in this terrarium. I try to recreate the natural environment isopods live in. You can see the whole setup in my previous video. Here you can see both types of isopods I have. The powder blue I found in a hallway in my building, and the darker one I brought from a park. I wonder if they can be crossbred. We'll see about it. My isopods mostly stay active and visibly on surface after dusk. Isopods hide away from bright camera light every time I turn it on. Apparently isopods don't like bright light. So the best observations I could make with dim light only. Isopods like to gather in certain spots, like under this log for example. There are 3 or 4 isopods here right now. Here 2 isopods run into each other in surprise collusion. Seems like it's not a big deal or hard feelings for either of them. And then things get a bit tense under the log. One of the isopods seems to claim the spot and stands its ground against all other isopods. Yeah, real estate comes with the same issues in every world. That's a lot of actions for such a small world. Eventually all is settled and I never seen it happen again. December 3rd, 2021. It's been about a month since I set up this terrarium. I noticed a little white creature moving on the glass you can see here. Otherwise, there is not much actions anymore. Well, yes, the spot under the log is apparently the prime real estate for my isopods. Some hot spots for sure. Once a week or so I change the food to see what isopods like to eat. They hardly touch the slice of apple at all. Here I give them a slice of beet to try. And a slice of cucumber goes in. December 5th. I spotted a young isopod. No one seems to be interested in the cucumber yet. I spray some water to keep it all moist. December 8th. It looks like someone chewed a bit on cucumber. And the slice of beet has marks of chewing on it. Great! Let's put a fresh slice of beet. The following day I put a slice of banana for Isopods to try. December 12th. A closer look at a tiny white bug reveals that it is a baby Isopod. And here's a close-up view on adult Isopod. Occasionally I get a chance to see Isopods in a bright daylight like in this example. Here you can see an Isopod checking on a slice of potato I give them on December 21st. December 26th. Let's remove the potato and put some wilted leaves I picked in the park. On December 29th I added some live moss. In my previous observations, Isopods show interest in live moss. So let them have more fun with it. On January 2nd, 2022 I decided to make some renovations in the terrarium. First I pull out half of the stuff from the tank. Here you can see an Isopod digging in a hole. Yes, that is where Isopods hide for most of the day. Let's move the peat moss a bit to level it up. Now I put a layer of wilted leaves. My Isopod seems to like wilted leaves the most. They hide under the leaves and eat them. Here goes a pretty piece of bark with some green growth on it. Oh, let's put some moss under the bark first. And now put moss on top of the bark. And the log with wilted leaves on top. I wish the mouth of the jar was wider for my hand to go through. That would not be an issue in a larger size terrarium I've been planning to build. And now let's moisten everything. Here you can see a new gang of baby Isopods exploring their renovated house. Let's get a closer look on them. It's amazing how fast baby Isopods move around. And baby Isopods grow very fast too. Here you can see a couple weeks old Isopods digging in the moss 1 week later on January 10th. And let me zoom in on the tiny baby Isopod running on the wall. Here you can see and compare their sizes. And it is just a couple weeks of difference. A time-lapse recording is a great way to make observations. That is a view on the terrarium from the top. A couple adults show up and a bunch of different age baby isopods. There is a lot of activities in the moss. So, in the first couple months, my isopods had babies at least 2 times in this 1-liter terrarium. By the speed isopods breed and grow, I definitely need to build another terrarium, the sooner the better. With so many tiny isopods running everywhere, it gets even harder to move things around here. Well, I'm going to keep all the potato slices here for now. Let's just add more wilted leaves, my isopod's favorite food. I will set up a larger terrarium and show it in a follow-up video for you. Now let's spray it all with water to keep moist. So, a little food and some water about once a week seems like all it takes to keep and breed isopods. I like it. We'll keep you updated. Have fun and happy isopods!